All right, everyone, Christmas, it's almost here. And if you're looking at your bank account and thinking, I still have 10 presents I need to get and not a whole lot of money left to work with, I'm here to help you. Today, we are talking last minute frugal Christmas gift ideas that are not going to leave you still paying for them in February, but are also fun and meaningful and people will want to get. Because being generous and gifting the people that we love is not about the price tag, even if we're running out of money or we waited till the last minute. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm Sarah. If you want practical money tips from a biblical worldview, go ahead and click that subscribe button because I put new videos out every week. My goal here is to help you and I steward what God has given us with wisdom and peace. A couple weeks ago, I posted on the YouTube community tab asking for people to tell me, how do you give gifts that are budget friendly and still mean something? And I got some great responses. One of the subscribers on the channel, Vicky, she shared a great idea and she called it Thriftmas, which I thought was so clever and I just keep thinking about it. What a fun way to find unique gifts that people will know that you picked out just for them, while also saving a ton of money than by treasure hunting and thrifting all or part of that gift. And you're doing it at a fraction of the price, which I absolutely love, of course. So, and speaking of thrifting, when you're at the thrift store, maybe grab some cute jars or containers, because my first idea is to do a hot cocoa mix jar. You can layer cocoa, powdered sugar, maybe add some toppings, put it in a cute little basket, tie it in a ribbon, put a scripture card. You can really make this as big or as small as you want to. But what a thoughtful thing to gift to friends, neighbors, that they'll enjoy right then and there in the season. Another thing you might throw in one of those thrifted jars is a DIY sugar scrub. I love making these for myself throughout the year. They feel expensive and luxurious, but you can do it for pennies with stuff you probably already have in your house. In a cute jar with a little ribbon, this could make a great and thoughtful gift. Years ago, our women's ministry at church made a comfort soup in a jar. We had a special day where we all got together and made these soups. It had all the dry ingredients and the lentils and the peas and the flavorings, the rice, whatever recipe we were making. And then you just had to add any fresh veggies or water to it. And you basically had a little cute mason jar soup ready to go. This could be a great and thoughtful gift. And they also look adorable stacked in your pantry. I'll find some recipes for that and link it in the description down below. You can check those out. Printable scripture cards are mini framed printable scriptures that you put in a frame from like the dollar store, can make a great little piece of decor for a friend. Something encouraging that they could put in their bathroom or on their nightstand. You could hand letter this if you're artistic, watercolor, or just print it out. It's inexpensive and it's very thoughtful. Maybe pick a verse that you are praying for that person and commit to pray that verse over them for the next month and let them know that you're gonna do it. Every time they look at that verse, they'll be encouraged and they'll think of you. Another idea are DIY ornaments. I've had friends gift these to me and it's always so fun every year to see how creative they can be. You can get stuff at the dollar store. You can even use up things that you already have. I've made little ornaments out of old scraps of fabric. Those particular ornaments are just extra special because you know someone made them with you in mind and with love. One of the subscribers here, Cat01, suggested having ornaments with different names of the Lord from the Bible. Maybe a Bible verse associated with them. Imagine a tree just full of those. How pretty that would be. Or one for each of your friends. If you're crafty, a DIY ornament can be a wonderful and inexpensive way to give a meaningful gift. Another idea that I really love are encouragement letters. Maybe you get a cute box and you put different letters inside. On each envelope you write, open when you're feeling sad. Open when you're afraid. Open when you feel lonely. Just times that people need a little extra encouragement. You can write a prayer for them in there. You can remind them, hey, give me a call if you're feeling lonely. Or here's a Bible verse that always helps me when I feel that way. These don't have to be long or elaborate letters, but this kind of a gift is something that just keeps on giving and it helps to encourage the heart of somebody that you love way more than just random stuff will. And you can put this together with very little expense. You could probably even do it for practically free, but its value is far exceeding any price tag. And speaking of handwritten things, what about handwritten recipe cards for things that you're known for? Maybe it's that punch you bring every Christmas, those cookies that they love at the office, or that go-to meal that you make for the new mom or someone who's had surgery. Whatever it is, that thing that you're really good at making, handwrite a beautiful recipe card and give those away in a Christmas card as a sweet and thoughtful gift. If you have a little bit more money, you could take a basket and put some of the ingredients there so that they have what they need and maybe they'll actually try it sooner rather than later. Sometimes the best gifts are gifts of service, ways that you can do something for someone to help them when they need something, rather than just another item that they're going to have to find a place for. I've talked on the channel in previous videos about how I love to gift various types of coupons, and this can look a lot of different ways, but service coupons could be a great idea. Maybe you gift that young couple in your life a babysitting coupon. If you've got a little more room in the budget, maybe with that coupon you can give a gift card to a restaurant you know they enjoy or to the movies. They get to have a night out on you, and they get to know that their children are being well cared for free. Maybe there's someone in your life that you know could really benefit from a maid, but they can't afford it. So you offer them a house cleaning coupon or two. If you love to clean or you love to organize, this could be a service that you give to someone who you know is really, really busy with work, or maybe a new mom, or someone who is just overwhelmed with something else that they're having to tend to in life. But you can come in and just make sure that when they get home that day, they have sparkling clean bathrooms and their kitchen is all shiny and fresh for them. Maybe you offer to declutter their pantry or help them clean up all of their Christmas decorations after the holiday season. Depending on the person, this could be a really big blessing and way more valuable to them than just more stuff when life gets a little hectic. There are so many ideas that you can use this service coupon for. Maybe you offer to do yard work help. Maybe pet sitting, because you know they're gonna take that beach vacation in the summer and they're gonna need help with their pets. If you love to wash cars, maybe you give them a couple car washing coupons. The point is you're giving of your time. You're giving of your talents, you're giving of things that you know that you are good at. And you're helping someone else who maybe is struggling in one of those areas or is just kind of dealing with a lot and would really love to not have to worry about cleaning their car. All this costs you is time, maybe a little supplies, but it's a great way to show practical love and care for someone as a gift rather than just more stuff. Speaking of helping someone who's busy or feels overwhelmed, how about a freezer meal? Make ahead a soup or a casserole, or even just grab some ready-made freezer meals from a store even. They're not that expensive, and that would help that person to have a hot meal on the table relatively easily without a lot of work. I know as a mom, feeding teenage boys, something like that would be a great help to me, particularly this busy time of year. You can't go wrong with food gifts, cookies, candies, that kind of thing. Especially this time of year, people are usually welcoming all of that stuff into their home. A plate of homemade cookies is a wonderful gift to give to friends or neighbors. One of the subscribers here, Kristen, shared how they do a sweet treat exchange every year, not just a cookie exchange. So things like nut mixes and granola. Sounds like a really fun way to get together, try new things, maybe get some new recipes, and then have snacks on hand. She said she likes having the snacks on hand for her kids. You can have snacks on hand for entertaining. Hosting an event like that wouldn't be too complicated. You can have fellowship, fun, and then you get to walk away with a bunch of yummy snacks that you can eat and enjoy throughout the season, or a gift. Another subscriber, Janine, suggested taking one of those thrifted jars or any cute jar and putting in layers of cookie ingredients. All of the dry ingredients for various recipes, you can include the recipe. All they might have to add in is some butter or an egg, and they can have a quick cookie night, fresh and homemade, and it's very inexpensive to gift. If you're one of those people who loves making sourdough, I love sourdough, but I do not want to start baking the sourdough because then I know I will be doing a lot of the eating of the sourdough. But when a sweet mama at church gifted us with some sourdough scones as a thank you gift for teaching Sunday school, it was the best treat. I thoroughly enjoyed those. If that's you, maybe gift some sourdough bread or whatever you like to bake. Maybe it's cinnamon rolls, scones, any kind of fresh bread. These are the kind of gifts that people are not getting from anyone else. Not only is it something that they can enjoy, but they'll know that you were thinking of them as you use your gifts and your skills and bake that thing for them with love. A cute Christmas mug or any kind of mug with some tea or a cocoa packet, a few candies thrown in, this can be a great neighbor gift or a really sweet gift for a friend. We've already talked about giving coupons for services, but what about coupons for experiences? These have always been my favorite to give, and one of the subscribers here, One True King 316, said the very same. Giving coupons for things that you can go and do together. Fun activities, ways that you can make memories. You can wrap it up and put it under the tree so they still have something to open. Last year, we gifted our sons tickets to a local NFL game, but we didn't have the tickets yet because we didn't know what game they were going to be able to go to. So we got a cute ornament for the local team, we wrapped it up, and we made a little coupon letting them know that when the next season rolled around, they could choose which game they wanted to go to. One perk of this is you even have more time if you need it to save up for certain gifts if you haven't set that money aside. You could do this for going to the theater, the ballet, maybe a museum, but it can also be inexpensive things like movie night, you get to pick the snacks, or park play date. You really can make this very personal to your budget, your family member or friend, but it can be a really fun way to give the gift of time together and doing something cool rather than just more stuff. You could give a coupon for a board game night. Maybe you gift your significant other with a romantic hike and picnic coupon. Maybe for a friend, a sister, or a niece, you do a DIY at-home spa night coupon and you get a few fun face masks or aromatherapy things, and you do just manicures or pedicures or facials at your house. You get to hang out together. It doesn't have to be very expensive, and it can be a lot of fun. If you've got a decent camera and you like taking pictures, maybe you could offer to give somebody a photo shoot. They might really appreciate those pictures of their children or family photos for next year for Christmas. That can be a really thoughtful gift that people will be able to appreciate for years to come. Another fun idea for those of us who like to garden is to plan ahead and propagate some plants from your garden so that you have plants that you can gift. Now, this only works if you're interested in plants, but if that's you or you have friends who are also interested in plants, this could be a great way to give a very unique gift. And every time they look at that plant, they'll think of you. And this can really be done for practically free. Another great idea for the reader in your life is to find a used book that you love that you think that they would love. When you're at the thrift store in particular, go through those book sections. This can be a great place to find devotional books, Bible studies, or fiction that you know that you enjoy and will be just a sweet gift for that person. Even write a little handwritten note inside, letting them know that this is a book that you love and you think that they'll love. Maybe you can even set up a date in the future to talk about the book and have a cup of coffee together. Very inexpensive, very thoughtful for the reader in your life. And speaking of reading, why not gift a faithful friend a Bible reading plan for the new year? My friend Natalie over at Aprons and Grace, she has some beautiful Advent plans, but also Bible through the year plans. I'm gonna link her Etsy shop in the description below. These are inexpensive printables that you can purchase and print as much as you want. Maybe you take the plan, put a cute bookmark, maybe a little journal from the dollar store, or a little pen so that they can make notes as they're doing their Bible reading. This is a very inexpensive but heartfelt and meaningful gift that you could give to somebody who you know is wanting to read the Bible more, who just loves Bible study. For the kids in your life, there's lots of ideas that you can use to give fun gifts that they'll enjoy. What about some homemade Play-Doh? I'll find a recipe and link it in the description below. You can make Play-Doh different colors, you can make it have different scents. Maybe throw some thrifted cookie cutters into a bag and put the Play-Doh in cute little containers. It's heartfelt, it's sweet, and it's a lot of fun. If you have a lot of crafting supplies laying around, maybe you use those pipe cleaners for one project, but now you just have a bunch, or some stickers are left over, or you've got glue sticks that you just aren't gonna use. You can make an activity craft bag for the kids in your life. Put everything in a cute bag. Maybe you get a couple of new things inexpensively, and they can have just a crafty afternoon from all of those items that you just have laying around. A gift we gave to nieces and nephews years ago that was so much fun, and we also created them for our little kids, was a dress-up box. I got a cute little box. I went to the dollar store and I just looked for anything that was kind of like a costume. I think we found like pirates hats and little swords, different types of hats, a couple little dress up items, very inexpensive. You might even be able to find some things at thrift stores or even have some things around your house. This little box was just a box of imagination. Instead of toys that they're just gonna play with and break, it's an opportunity for them to just be creative and have fun and play together. This is a gift you can give to one child, or you could also give it to siblings. Very inexpensive, very unique, and definitely something that I think they'll remember. And I know as a parent, I thought that was such a cool gift, so that my kids weren't just focused on stuff, but they were gonna actually play and use their imaginations and be creative. And speaking of playing, the thrift store is a great place to get games and puzzles. As long as you make sure it has all the parts. I have gotten so many games for our family from thrift stores for pennies on the dollar. These are just games that people probably haven't played in forever. You can very easily tell when you open up the box if everything is in there. It's not hard to do that. And a lot of times, it's a good way to try a game that you're not so sure about, because games, they can be very expensive. But if you want to try one and you see it at the thrift store for $1, $2, $3, it's not quite such a big commitment. You could always just redonate it if it's not the right game for your family. But if you've got friends or family members who love a good family game night, this could be a great gift, something new for them to try. I always love when we get games as gifts. And I don't care if it comes from a thrift store, as long as it has all the parts and we can play it, you don't really know the difference. Some ultra frugal, practically free gift ideas that you could give to someone in your life are things like a personalized playlist. Maybe it's your Christmas songs playlist, or maybe worship songs. Put together a playlist, maybe make it pretty or put it on a printable of just songs that have really blessed and encouraged you. Maybe create a linked document with all of your favorite podcasts or sermons that have really blessed you throughout the year. Share those links with them digitally and let them know, hey, this is my gift to you this year. I have been curating this list of encouraging sermons, encouraging podcast episodes, and I've got them all in one place for you. Another gift that I personally love are when people put their books list out. I love when, whether it's a pastor that I follow or podcasters, when they will put out what they've been reading throughout the year. It gives me so many great ideas for books to add to my to-read list for the new year. So making your own to-read list, your favorites. You can get really creative, maybe put them in different sections, but if you have a reader in your life, but you don't have a lot of money to spend, this can be a great way to point them in the right direction to some great books without them having to search and figure it out for themselves. And they come recommended from someone that they love, which I know I always appreciate. Something our family does every year is we keep a gratitude jar. This is just a gratitude/memory jar where we put the big milestone things that have happened throughout the year into that jar. Answered prayers, fun events and activities, memorable moments, it all goes into the jar. And then on New Year's Eve, we dump it out and take turns reading it. We've done this for probably 13, 14 years since our kids were pretty small. It's a super fun tradition, and maybe you can help a friend start that tradition. Give them a cute jar or a container, a little notepad and a pen, label it gratitude jar or answered prayers, and just explain the vision behind it. This is something that is basically free and will give them so much joy. It's something that I am so glad we started doing all those years ago. Even if we don't have a lot of money left to give gifts, there are so many ideas out there to be generous and thoughtful and give a meaningful gift that will really touch someone's heart. Let's try to break out of that way of thinking that says a good gift has to be an expensive gift, and focus more on appreciating the thoughtfulness and the creativity and the heart behind the gifts that people are giving us and the gifts that we're giving in return. Christmas does not have to require overspending, and it doesn't have to mean you go into debt. And it doesn't have to be this stressful thing where you're constantly worried about, what do I buy and what do I get? A thoughtful, creative, simple gift can bless somebody just as much or more than something expensive. So let me know in the comments, will you try any of these? Have you done ones like this, or do you have others that you could share with the community? This could be a great resource, not only this Christmas, but for Christmases to come. Go ahead and hit that like button if this was helpful to you, and if you want more tips on how to stay on budget during the holidays, click into this playlist right now. I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching, and Merry Christmas.